Well, who I am and what I do is I'm an art advisor and I'm director of the Art Connector. And basically what our aim is to build a bridge between the art professionals and the private people or corporates who are not really, their usual work is not the arts. So it's building the bridges and making the art market more transparent and more comprehensible.
My name is Edo Dijkshuis. I'm an art critic and a journalist, and I write mostly about, well, visual arts, design, film, and anything in between, basically.
Yeah, I am Julia van der Meer. I run the Mini Gallery in Amsterdam, or Mini Galerie in Dutch. I organize exhibitions here in this space. I represent artists and I sell art.
I am Jacco Brinkman. I worked my whole life in the art world. I am a business manager now at the Kunstvereniging Diepenheim. I advise collections, corporate collections and private collections. And so now and then I make pop-up gallery shows.
Some artists like to work with galleries because they need the guidance, they need feedback, and they need somebody to basically do their practical stuff, the bills, make sure that everything is well framed or context with collectors. A good gallery owner should do this, but there's as many different gallery owners as there are artists. So there's also gallery owners who just basically take you in as an artist, bring you to fairs, and that's it. And there's not much else to it. Then you have to do a lot.
If he gets the right people, if he gets the right network, if he shows you on the important art fairs, and he will get you even abroad, then it will help you. So a good gallery will guide you through your career. But only sell is not enough. It's coaching, it's helping, it's guiding.
A good gallery owner does a lot of work which often goes unseen and unnoticed. And if you have to do that yourself as an artist, well, make sure that you have two lives, because it's a lot of work. And of course, if you don't have a gallery, you don't have access to fairs, because fairs are only open to galleries. And fairs are a very good way to get exposure internationally.
I started with a small group of artists. And then normally how I work is that I ask them which artists they like, and I really follow like a whole group of artists. So it's really like sort of like a movement or a group of artists that I find interesting. They all have a common background, so it's either in graffiti or graphic design, illustration. With all the artists that I started with, the first exhibition was with 3 artists, and I still represent those artists. So it's really nice to grow with the artists together, and you have a really good connection with these artists, and it's really nice to represent them still. It's important for artists to know that when they start working with a gallery, they don't put all their trust into the gallery. They will make them rich or popular or a renowned artist, but it really takes a collaboration between the artist and a gallery to make a project a success. Normally a gallery invites the artists themselves, so they actively approach the artist. So it's not that when an artist comes to me, I directly exhibit them. I follow artists for a longer period of time, and then after some period of time I maybe invite them for a group show, and then when it feels good working with the artist, I keep following or keep working with this artist. But what is a common mistake is that you get emails from artists that just send out like their portfolio to 100 galleries or 10 galleries in one go. That they just send their portfolio to all galleries in Amsterdam, and I think that is a common mistake because it's just effort that is wasted, because a gallery most of the time, 99%, will not respond to this kind of emails. And when you send out an email, you should really know the program of the gallery and really be aware if my work fits into the program of the gallery. Do you maybe know some of the artists they work with, or do you really, because each gallery really has a specific niche, and do you really fit within this niche? Do you really fit with the gallery? Otherwise, your energy is just wasted. Yeah.
Well, go to a lot of galleries and see how it works. Talk to people, talk to the gallerists. They are far more open than they used to be. Go there and find it out. Feel the atmosphere, and see also where you are feeling happy, or where you don't feel that, or the artists that you see, the artworks that you see, if it does get to you, if you think it is being brought in a nice way, in a creative way.
But what you can do is come to the gallery and be interested in the art I represent, in the program that I have, and then introduce yourself, and I will be interested to hear about your story. And most of the time I'll also look at your work, just maybe an iPhone picture, or I send a PDF. But firstly, you have to be interested in the gallery. Come to the gallery more often than just one time. Go to the openings, and I will recognize your face after some period of time, and I will be interested.
If you start your career, it's not important, because the chance that you get a gallery which really means a lot to you is not so big. The main galleries only have a few new artists a year, maybe even only one. So, and there's so many new artists, so the chance that one is you is very small. So don't wait for that.
So I think the gallery is still important for artists, for their credibility, or to put context on the work, because you can just post your work on Instagram, but then it's just that. And as an artist, you need more than just your work. You need a platform to exhibit your work. You need to be connected. You need a context for your work, so you need to be connected to other artists and galleries that you work with, and this gives your work meaning also in a way.
And if you want to proceed your career as an artist, when you think I want to be an artist till I'm 70 years old and I want to live from my art my whole life, then after a while you will need a gallery to extend your network.
It's difficult to sell your own emotion. How do you sell it? This is mine and it's so very good, you should buy it. And to have a platform as a gallerist has, it's a different kind of job. Namely, they have all the contacts, if it's the right one. They have the context with the collectors, but also with the museums, also with the art institutions. They are the ones that can bring you abroad to the fairs. And the risk of going to these fairs are not with you, but with the gallerists.
The young part of the art world is led by artists. They do it themselves. So it is like a do-it-yourself culture, maybe more than it used to be. And maybe it's also because of you have to do it yourself. Nobody's waiting for you as long as you don't do anything. So that's my advice as well, do it yourself. Don't wait.
And I know a lot of artists who don't work with galleries because their work is quite different, because it's not geared towards the market. because they live off commissions or work in public space, or you know, they do different things, so they don't need galleries.
Just do it yourself. Make shows, make group shows, invite your friends, your family, invite everybody you know, and then be active, be seriously, be professional, and don't wait for the big gallery to come, because it will not come.
I think that it's the power that you can get is to group, to organize yourselves with each other, and then find places to show your work.